tired I am, though.
Hello and welcome. Why did I say it like that? Who knows?
Oh.
I need to unpause this to make sure that the sound's working unless someone else wants to tell me it's working.
I don't have that part up.
Gangrene, can we all talk to make sure the stream is working?
Blah, blah,
Hello.
blah.
Talking,
watching
talking,
stream, it's
talking.
working.
Okay, yeah, cool, I can hear you guys now. Hello and welcome to episode 6 of Leagues Underneath. Whispering Waves. As you can tell, I've got a lot of ADHD energy right now, and hopefully I'll calm down in the next hour, because I only just remembered to take my medicine for that. So,
I mean, this is fun.
you get mildly deranged energy for at least the next hour. Last week we had the night fall, and our group wandered through the backwoods of, well, not the backwoods, but the back alleys of a place that they're not very familiar with. Well, some of them are, some of them aren't. Making a wrong turn and entering a mimic mouth bar is, I suppose, the best way to phrase it. We had a little bit of development at the end of that session where people got to chat to their gods, or something slightly spookier. That, again, was also a little bit of my deranged ADHD energy. We love that. We love that for the players. And now we get into tonight's episode with a flashback. As our lovely tender group is wandering through the back alleys trying to find their way to safety, two people in a distant study are meeting to have a discussion. Conkle, I need you to do your accent for me for a second so I have a reference to go off.
Oh, bully. Hooray!
Okay. Just
Sure.
remember that I'm not good at maintaining these accents, and we'll go with what we can.
When we must. We work when we must. Cheer on, chip up.
Bully. Okay. So you found them. I'm not going to be able to do that accent any more than that first line, unfortunately, so we're just going with it. Well, they weren't exactly difficult to find. They fell from the sky, created a huge ink blob, picked a fight with a stall vendor, then started a drama episode in front of two of the biggest gossips in our guild. If I can't find them, then I'm not worth my salt as a mercenary, even if I hadn't have been there. Well, I don't need the sass. Just the info is fine. Are they all together? Yes. Though they've got another orca with them now, and 3 mimic teeth. But 3? What doesn't matter. Magic? The singer has the beginnings of a pact with an unknown entity, an affinity for the Song of Life as well. The ambassador has chatted with her patron. Ezekiel's god is not a concern, though one of his children seems to be a warlock. The orcas don't seem to have any ties yet, and... Should I be concerned about what you're about to say? I'm so bad at that accent, I'm so sorry.
Great.
Someone's fucking with Reggie. They have the power to possess people. It's not clear who they are yet, but they felt different from current concerns. He's got a thick skin, literally and figuratively. It'll take a bit to get to him. He mentioned his father. Oh, fuck! Not like you to swear. Just an old friend. This is going to be harder to keep the path clear than I thought. Thank you, Clarissa. Enjoy your talks tomorrow. Yeah, thanks. I should have reached out as soon as I knew about them. You and I both know it wasn't the time. Silence follows as the slightly more acceptable accented person swims away. So this, I timed it wrong and I realized as I was talking, this didn't actually happen as you guys were swimming through the back alleys. It happened after you had all gone to bed. But this is in a far distant room of a house within the area that you're currently in. So none of you heard any of that. It's just some fun context. Yay.
You sure know how to pick 'em, hon.
Context.
Context. So, morning arises. The sun has filtered light through the water of the location that you guys are in. Ooh, there's a hype train. What is a hype train? Oh, no, it's saying it's close. If more people subscribe, there's going to be a hype train. I don't know. Anyway, that distracted me. The early morning sun comes with the sound of an orca beating his axe against a nearby pole, as he tries to prove that he's the better of the two by working out as soon as the sun rises. Titus, you notice that your brother-in-arms has left you behind, and you can clearly hear him doing very dramatic grunts outside as he trains. What are you doing?
Oh, the chief just his brother?
Yeah.
Oh, he thinks this is going to be forever. Oh, it's going to be fun. I would like to try and sneak up behind him.
I will get you to roll me a stealth. He's focusing on being dramatic, so I won't give you disadvantage.
Great. So, that'll be a 13.
I rolled a nat 20, so as
I creep up and I have a knife.
as you creep up, you see his shoulder blades tense, but he doesn't turn to you. Continues to practice on this pillar that he's found until you are within axe distance, when he does a spin and brings the blade within an inch of your face. You really think I'm that easy?
I was gonna throw it at him.
Oh, you want to?
I was gonna go knife attack and then like toss it towards him.
Okay, in that case, you toss the dagger and he whips it out of the air with the axe that he's practicing with. You really think I'm that easy to sneak up on?
I got you last time, so yeah. It seems you're getting better. Not such a little one in the fighting again. It's good for you.
I am
Your
not
sister
the
was a
little one
child.
here. And
Looking as I look down.
Yeah, as he says
Okay.
that, he looks very pointedly and teasingly down at where Orca Junk would be, and then back up.
Older than the brother.
That doesn't
I'm
matter.
pretty Sure.
That doesn't matter to him.
Okay.
He's saying you've got small dick
Fucking
energy.
areas. You're very funny.
I'm also
He
right.
can give Titus's thing is he can say whatever he wants. I've known this kid since he was a kid. I will squash your face into the ground, little man. There's not kind of energy, but I'm just chilling.
For context, you are probably only maybe 5 years older than him. So, whilst you are still reasonably young, whilst he's still reasonably young, he's not that far under you.
Yeah, but it's always you're just a little brother.
Yeah.
Little shit.
It's like
There'll be nothing more than that.
It's like saying to anyone that's born after 2000 that they're 12. It doesn't matter that it's 2023, you're 12 because you were born after 2000. But, yeah. He holds his blade up, shifts it, it's like, practice? Okay. I'll come back to that and we can do some rolls to see how you go. Carla, you can hear blades smacking wood outside, but you can also hear the rumble of the town as it creates a kind of soft drum beat as the world marches on with its day. What are you doing this morning?
I think she's just spending some time by herself in her room, kind of looking out the window and reflecting on what's to happened and what's to come. As you mentioned, the drum beat, she'll probably slowly close her eyes and try and tune in to the song of creation about her, see if she can feel what this particular harmony is about.
Absolutely. Just roll me a straight d20. I want to see something.
Alrighty, let's roll. 17.
You hear the quiet drum beat of footsteps. You hear soft humming as people go about their day. And for a moment, you feel like the world is going to turn into that scene from the movie Oliver, where everyone's singing their own songs, but it's all kind of harmonic and beautiful together. But then you hear a voice singing along to the song that does not fit in at all.
Morgoth.
And that's all I can sing of that song. You get the idea that this voice is kind of hanging around you. It can feel what you're feeling and tuning into, but it doesn't sit within it. This is the person that you've been making deals with. Sword, just as an aside, it was the only song that I could think of other than Copacabana.
Kala is going to kind of smile a little bit to herself, and then she'll start humming along. Do 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 do.
I'm intrigued that you chose to tune into my part of this melody.
Well, it was the one that was dancing to its own beat, so to speak.
That is on brand for you, isn't it?
A little bit on the nose.
Do fish have noses? Do you have a nose?
I have a snout, if that will make you feel better.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Fish snout. This is both the creature pondering this and my ADHD brain pondering what a fish face would be called, whether or not they have nostrils.
I
I have no
Whale
idea.
fish face.
So,
yes, so unknown one.
things are coming that will be attempting to distract you from what I want, basically. And I need you to ignore that.
Is there any way the unfathomable can make that a little bit clearer?
My thing is being vague and mysterious, so not really. I mean, I'd like to help, but also, would I like to help? Who knows?
Depends. Do
It's
you want to be
unknown.
known?
No.
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 So then it is known. You do not want to be known, so you do not want me to be distracted. If I know what's coming, I will be less likely to be distracted, eh?
Yes, but then you would also know what I think would be a distraction for you versus what I think you think that you should be doing. And that's still knowing too much.
Hmm.
Look,
So I'm
you
to flounder.
like the fish.
Yeah.
You're not floundering because we've already discussed the end goal of things. It is up to your own worldly discretions to decide if something is a distraction from that. I will say... No, I won't. Goodbye. And you feel that tune disappear into the mist.
Kala will chuckle and then go back to her listening, tapping her fins on the windowsill.
Fantastic. Ezekiel, throughout the day you hear Zeke Jr. starting to sing Baby Shark. Eventually, all of your children, because it is such a catchy song, latch onto that song, and it's all because of the unknown. You're welcome.
It would be so loud.
Your stomach would be like an echo chamber, almost, because the sound would reverberate off the inside of your tummy.
Oh,
Just
none
fucking
of the kids
disco
are in
lights
his
are coming
pouch.
out. I
Not,
can just
not a
imagine
single kid.
us kids are having a rave inside of here. Just lights periodically come out with a little bit of smoke.
We have
And that one anglerfish that's just chilling in there.
Oh no, I got him.
we have
Oh yeah, he's on your shoulder now.
we have
Yep,
rave stomach.
He's chilling.
We have Raid's stomach.
Rave stomach.
You know, rave stomach's a thing.
Mm.
It's called indigestion.
While they are all singing this, Ezekiel is like scrubbing the walls as he went to sleep and woke up finding the kids had drawn all over the room in something. And a lot of the pictures are of maybe it's like, oh, is this our mom? And then it also has pictures of Kala and like Ezekiel holding hands, and then it says new mom, and then what happened to old mom? Do we have an old, stuff like that. It's like all over the wall.
Roll me a
Ow.
D100, please, to see how much of it you get off.
I'd like to know if you take psychic damage from that.
We'll see.
That'd be from the song. Oh wow, 98.
Holy dang.
You get
Yeah.
the majority of it off. But if you were to have a meeting with someone in here, with your height and everything the way it is, if they have good perception and you open the door, right above your head on the back wall is new mum versus old mum imagery. It's just that 1% it's kind of smudged, but so you thought it was just a streak while you were cleaning everything else, but it's there. So I'll roll later to see if Clarissa notices that if you were in the room. But other than cleaning your room,
Okay.
what are you doing this morning?
Well, apparently the kids are singing. After cleaning up, he would put them all in timeout in the pouch.
They are having an EDM sesh of Baby Shark in your stomach, and you're punishing them by making them stay in the rave stomach.
Yes. No
You are
breakfast.
the best at parroting.
No breakfast for them, and he's going to
Oh.
go. He's going to leave the room, close the door, probably walk past some other people.
And they
And they're
will
gonna
see
hear
the
him like a
lights coming off your
boombox.
stomach, yeah. Like, there's a little bit of pounding
Yeah, but-
bass that's making your stomach shift a little bit. Like, kicking.
It's like a
Yeah.
it's like a drum beat. I want to get your blood pressure checked there, hun.
One of if somebody stares at him for too long, he'll kind of stare back at him. It's like, hey, kind of rude to be staring at people, isn't it?
You see...
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, get on.
You see, a fish that somewhat resembles a spider. Like, it's long and spindly and stuff, sitting at the counter as you go down for breakfast. And you watch as you're telling some other people off, as it just kind of goes grooving along to the beat that's coming out of your stomach.
How big is it?
Let's say a medium creature.
You got a base
so
big
it's a decent sized fish.
Yeah.
It's not like
It's not. You couldn't put it.
it's
in
not
a
like I
vase.
could fit it in my pouch.
No.
Okay. He does pull out his vase and just puts it on top of the bar. It's like, hey, give me something that's gonna wake me up.
We have food or drink. What would you
What?
like?
You're gonna speak up.
We have food or drink. What would you like?
I'd like some drink, but something that's gonna wake me up.
Here is drink. And he puts something in
What?
front of you.
It's like the bass keeps going on and off and on and off.
Can you turn down your stomach music? It is distracting other customers.
I don't know what type of drink that is, but here, pour it in here.
He pours drink into your vase, and then slowly slimes away as a sea snail would do. Sneeze snail.
He's gonna sniff it.
Roll me an investigation check.
That's not
Sneeze now,
terrible.
sneeze now.
Well, yeah,
Try to sneeze snore.
it's a 10.
It has elements of something familiar, but it's not very clear what it is. As you're sniffing it, you kind of feel like him just calling it drink might mean that he has mixed all drinks into drink.
So does it smell alcoholic?
No. So this is presumably morning drink. And he did have, like, wines and stuff last night. So seemingly from the difference in kind of menus, he's not the greatest at daytime stuff.
Okay. He's gotta down that really quick.
Roll me a constitution check.
That's a 7.
It's weirdly hot, and you scald your tongue to start with, and it means that for the rest of the day you're not going to taste anything. So you could probably get some food now, and it'll be fine. You do feel a grumbling
Okay.
in your actual stomach rather than your pouch stomach. That's like something that was mixed in there should not have been mixed in, but you're fine.
And that was a snail that I was talking
Yeah,
to?
the bartender is a sea snail. He's the side of his
Hey!
the side of his shell is open, and you can see that he's got shells inside his shell.
Amazing.
Okay. Hey, you're escargot. Can you come down here? I need to order some food.
Turn your music down, and I will service you.
Well, yeah, that's the problem. I gotta. They're kids in here. They need some food, then they'll shut up.
Did you pay for your children's lodgings here last night?
She is his children's
What?
lodging.
You need to give me money.
I mean, I'll pay for the drink here. Whatever, however much it is.
So the drink would be 4 copper. And he kind of looks at the money that you're holding. It's like, your children's lodging cost is a fee of 1 gold.
A gold for food for kids?
They used our amenities during the evening. They are paying for their overnight stay as well as food. Ugh.
He'll put a gold down.
He takes the
Just
gold.
get us some food and everything, please.
Food will be provided. And he snails away. Very slowly. Seemingly slower than he was moving before.
Is the guy still next to me dancing still?
Yeah.
He's going to lean down towards him. And he's going to go to whisper, but it's probably not going to be a whisper because the guy, sound going on. He's like, hey, buddy. Hey. Are you actually saying anything?
Yeah, it was too high pitched for the microphone to pick up, though.
Yeah, I couldn't hear anything.
Nope.
Hey,
Not
hey,
that.
can you hear me? Oh, that'll wake you up too. Can you stop dancing? It's kind of encouraging them.
It's a free world, man. I'll dance if I want to. I'll leave my friends behind. Because if they don't dance,
Then you would
they're no
hear-
friends of mine.
You would hear the song change in his stomach. He just would sigh. Look, hey, I don't really like to do this, but I do have a title that's called like the cleaner of the seas. You ever heard of that?
And I'm the cleaner of my house. What's your point?
Well, my point is, you don't stop dancing and encouraging the kids. I'm just gonna fucking eat you.
I feel like that's an outrageous reaction to me just grooving a bit to your tummy music. Sorry, I just got a text from
when you've
my
got
mum.
34 kids.
I got a text from my mum, who's in the room over, that just said, "You are fucking hilarious to listen to." I'm like, oh god, she can fucking hear me. But continue as you were.
That's fucking great.
Look, when you got 34 kids and they start to grate on your nerves and you're not really getting out of sleep, you gotta take what you get. And right now, my food's taking a little while. And as said, I will fucking eat you.
I'm the thing of nightmares. I'll just crawl out of your tum-tum.
Bigger things have tried to crawl out.
You see a little head pop out.
Your microphone is also not picking up your high-pitched stuff.
Daddy, is this fish bothering you?
Sweetheart, no, but it's not a fish. It's about to be food.
Oh,
Fish are friends, not food.
shut up. I was going to say that.
Great minds think alike. We should form a band.
I dig it.
I want to look around and see how many people are actually paying attention to anything going on here.
No one gives a fuck. I will just give you that. No one, like, people are in their own things. You're not creating a loud enough, like, disruption. You've been keeping this conversation fairly civil, so it just kind of is blending with the rest of the sound. You are just having a conversation with the dude. Though the snail is coming back with a plate of food. So he probably will hear soon.
Oh.
Food.
All right.
She sticks her head back in. Chow time.
I just imagine seeing a sea of, like, friggin' starfish creatures bursting forth as soon as you say chow time.
Starfish?
And then he's just
Not
gonna
starfish.
stare at the
Fucking-
guy next to him.
Whatever he is. Sea
Sea
dragons.
Horses.
Sea dragons, yeah.
If I
As
could
they're like
turn
probably
back
devouring the food,
On its way over.
he's just gonna stare at the guy and he's like, "You see that? That'll be you."
I'm just bones. With skin pulled over it, I won't be very tasty.
The skin's the best part.
I'm not crispy. You can't fry skin in water. Skin's not good unless it's crispy.
Why do you need to
have
be
you
fried?
have you ever tried soggy skin? That's gross.
Yeah, you ever
Okay.
had eel?
Yeah.
Would they know how to fry something in under? Would they know that? Was it like a horror story that be passed around between all of them at some point?
This
It's just shrimp that get too close to volcanic
well,
areas.
when you think about it, mantis shrimp do punch fast enough that they cause a small explosion in the water, which is fire. So the concept of fire does exist. But this guy did start
Technically, there also is the lava vents that are
not too
they
far from
have it's jettisoning up, but you can see the small bit of the ethane being burned at the base where it's blue. So it has the light burn blue flame.
And also, this guy did just say, I am the thing of nightmares, I'll just crawl out of your tummy. So I feel like him knowing about frying things is okay.
Just great checking in on that one. Thank you.
That's all good. What I'm gonna do while this is happening, I'm gonna circle over to you, Reg, because I feel like you probably would have come down during this conversation. What would you like?
If I did, I am just watching this, just from afar.
Okay, well I'll say that you came in.
I know what I.
Yeah, sorry, continue.
Go ahead.
I was gonna.
Yeah, you go ahead first.
I was gonna say that you came in about the time that he said, "I'm the thing of nightmares," but you could change that if you'd like to.
Well, they kept talking, but I would have heard that, and I'm a little cautious given the experience from last evening of talking to some random voice in a fish. But I would just kind of gauge it in this. Probably take it a lot more lightly with this one. What is these spidery fish? They just look like they are sitting in Popper's clothes or something, or they have anything popping out? Because at this point they're engaged and I'm in a muck around mood.
Roll me an insight, I think, or an investigation, whichever you feel is more appropriate. We will need to build a playlist for the tummy rave, by the way, in Discord.
That's hilarious. We're gonna do the same numbers. So we're gonna try perception.
Mhm.
And 16.
16. You get the vibe that this dude said, "I'm the thing of nightmares, I'll crawl out of your tum-tum," and similar comments because he's being threatened to be eaten, and not because he's someone being possessed by a spooky fish man.
Good.
Yeah. You also, with the 16, get the feeling that this guy's been bullied for looking like a creepy fucking spider. So it's probably, like, come up with these comebacks before to being threatened with being eaten.
The general rule, because Reggie is feeling it's morning and he's been unhappy as of late, is also seeing if he has anything on him that I would be looking at, like handing it off to myself.
For that one, I will get you to roll an investigation separately.
Okay. But 14.
He's not holding anything. He is just a creepy little fish boy. Spider-Man.
Okay, then I will go to the snail then.
Mm-hmm. You turn and the snail is right behind you.
Oh, didn't see you there. Good morning.
Hello.
Good bully. Can I get a morning drink and maybe a couple of little bits of breakfast today?
Did you pay for your rooms? Yes. So yes, that's part of. Yes. And he snails away because I forgot to do the accent, and doing that makes my nose tickle. So,
That's
Okay.
adorable.
as he takes quicker than he did with Ezekiel, gets you your food and drink. Do you want to go sit down with Zeke, or what are you doing?
I think I will. See, I'll be hearing stuff outside too.
You
I'll
will
probably be
be
hearing stuff outside.
you will be able to hear Titus and Reeves going at each other with blades. So yes.
I probably will head out there actually.
Okay, fantastic. Titus, can you please roll me a attack? By the time you get out there, Reg, they have already started swinging at each other, and both of them have a couple of nicks, but you can see that their training style is very much I'm a swing at you as hard as I can, and it is your job to get the fuck out of the way, because I'm not gonna not cut your head off. But a kind of circle of danger has formed around them that fish are very clearly swimming around. And Carla, from your room, you would be able to see this. What'd you roll, Titus? Or are you still rolling?
Yeah, I was looking around before, but rolled a 9 for the first one. I was just saying if it would be beneficial for me to continue rolling there on a physical die, but I'm gonna take it.
Oh, good. So as you swing,
Totally be above it.
as you swing at Reeves, he easily dodges the blow and kind of gives a no, I'm still in the wrong fucking accent. The weird, vaguely Russian sounding laugh, as he is like slightly mocking you with the ease with which he managed to get out of the way. Is that what you call fighting? No wonder our chiefess was stolen.
Ooh. Snap.
Drink some of the
At
drink.
this point, I go into a rage.
You're right.
Oh.
With which counteracts as my storm aura, as my rage as I activate it in a 10-foot radius when I start my rage, and as a bonus action on each of my turns, when activated, one creature of my choice takes lightning damage. DC 15 dex will take half as much.
Whoa there, good buddy. Fucking jokes. I'm worried about her too. Calm your tits.
No.
And he's gonna
Did he
roll.
pass the DC 15?
I haven't rolled
Dex save?
roll. He did
Because
not.
I rolled my okay, so he takes 8 points of lightning damage
Ah, what the fuck?
as it.
You cannot use the zappies. Fucking fight with fists, no zappies. Roll your attack.
12. I'm not rolling on here anymore. I'm doing physical dice from now on.
See, anger makes you bad. You bad. I'm gonna roll to see if he hits you. He does not. He attempts a backhand, but kind of is slightly too cautious because he just got zapped with lightning, so it kind of goes wide as he goes to swing for you. He also gets a second attack. That one was even worse. Calm your titties, friend. Calm your titties. This is not
Just
good
look at the
training.
axe. Just look at the axe. Look at him. I drop the axe. And I just come up straight up with my fists at this point.
Lovely. Reggie, you've got your hand raised.
So, seeing this occur,
Reckless attack as well.
yeah, I'm just going to. I'm not going to super engage. I'm actually just gonna try to go stealthily invisible at the moment from this.
Natural 20 as I knock this fucking dude right in the jaw. And my damage for this is 9 outright. And I double that for 18 points with my fist. And I look as whatever staggering if he may be, I just go, ah, ah, ah. Oh, I feel so much better now. Ah, ah, ah.
I will say, as that's happening, Carla, you can see all this from your window. You see the lightning start. Do you want to come down for this, or are you staying at your window?
For now, she's just gonna stay at her window, but she'll just make sure that it's open so that she can hear and see everything easier.
Oh, good. Zeke, you hear the sounds of fighting outside go from clearly evenly matched to suddenly there's some zappies and quite loud Russian, well, vaguely Russian sounding "calm your titties," which Nick has just reminded me that my mum can hear me aggressively shouting "calm your titties," which is just a really lovely,
tits, mate.
really lovely reminder that my mum can hear all of the stupid accents I do right now. It's
Good.
great.
No, I got another one if I get another kid voice. Arnar, Jessica, what's going on here?
Arnar, Cleo, the water! Sorry, that's a...
The water, Arnar.
Anyway,
Arnar.
Reggie,
I'm
you
done.
were stealthing. What was your plan with the stealth?
Well, I got a 24 on it, and I plan to, after the orca hits the ground, basically, I'd like to just basically, as they peer back up, be able to appear basically in front of them and say something.
Okay, Zeke, you hear the sounds of battle change to a more intense one. Are you staying with the creepy fish and still threatening to eat him because he's dancing, or are you heading out to see what's going on?
Are other people going out to see what's going on?
A couple of people are, yeah, but like most people hear the noise, hear fighting, and think we're gonna stay put.
I'm gonna stay with the creepy fish and does he have a neck?
I mean, technically he's all neck.
Yeah, but
Everything is the same weird spindliness. If I can find a picture of this spider, hold on, I've got a picture of this fucking fish somewhere. Give me a second, but he is basically the same all over.
I feel like I need a picture before I decide what I'm about to do.
Okay, hold on. Give me 2 seconds.
Sorry.
I will say, I'll go back to the thing because other human might have some stuff planned. Reeves doesn't entirely go down. He does falter a little bit. I'm gonna sneeze.
Bless you.
Bless you.
that's you.
Thank you again. So you're manifesting yourself in front of this orca. Reggie, what are you wanting to say to him?
Well, I think you done fucked up a bit.
I'm not the one that has moved to stand in the middle of an orca fight.
I was hoping it was going to take that with more surprise, but then I'm also taller than him. So, well, it doesn't seem like you were, Titus, was he doing well?
I walk over and I straighten him out and I just go, I just am sore loser. Plus, what you said was sour. You watch yourself. I didn't see
Yeah.
you ever wanting to protect.
I was not allowed. You think I would not have come with you if I'd been allowed to come? The fucking council said one of
No,
us has to stay outside.
no, no. You
No, no.
have a lot. And I just look at him, just fuck you. Takes another 5 points of damage, and I end my rage. I need drink. Where is barrel of beer?
There's something called drink in there. If you need drink, there's a drink. And I hold the mysterious looking liquid that I'm assuming tastes like orange juice mixed with coffee, which is weird. But hey, here we are.
I'll take a what are those personal kegs called in D&D? Tanker. I'll take a tanker.
You go inside and ask the people. I'm not serving you.
I did. I said
sorry.
I said I went inside and I get a tanker.
I can't seem to find the image that I had saved in this preview. But just imagine.
I will follow him inside and tell him something in a minute.
Imagine just a daddy longlegs fish. So you guys
Okay.
go inside, and you see, Carla, you watch them go inside. Ezekiel, you see, Titus, followed by Reggie, followed by Reeves, come into the, area again. Yeah. Yeah, a daddy longlegs fish, but instead of having a body, it's just more legs.
I really want to like snap its neck.
Why do you want to murder this guy?
I really feel like Ezekiel with the kids and then also with the last session is pretty stressed.
And stress equals murder, I understand. Please roll me a grapple. So a strength.
Okay. That is strength or athletics?
Athletics is your strength, isn't it? It's your strength modifier.
It is.
Yeah,
I just
then
didn't know
yeah.
if you wanted.
Yeah, athletics.
19.
Meets it, beats it. He dodges out of the way of your hand as you try to grab him by the questionable neck area. And oh, I don't know if I should quote that. Has anyone here seen the video of the guy getting arrested while yelling about being arrested for a succulent Chinese meal?
No.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
No.
All I've wanted was don't touch me, you pervert. He just touched my scrotum. Let everyone here
penis.
know. My penis.
This is democracy manifest. Get your hands off my
Yeah.
penis. It's like that.
These guys are trying their hardest to get this guy in the car for 20 minutes, and he's not going in. And they're like trying to push his head in. He goes, "Get your hands off of me, good sir. I will not be privy to this." It's friggin' hilarious to watch.
I will send a video of that because it is prime Australian culture. But basically, he dodges and shouts, "Get your hands off my penis," in that kind of vibe, seemingly trying to make a scene. You don't think that you were actually going for his dick based on where his head is, but he's clearly trying to make a scene.
Kala will
Did I
start slipping down
see-
towards the bar now.
Go down.
Did I see Titus and them come in or
Yeah,
no?
you saw them come in. Democracy Manifest video.
Hey, Titus.
I think Titus has walked away from his computer to go get a drink, so summon Reggie.
Oh. I don't know if I see Reginald because stealth.
I can't. No, I came in. I only stealthed in front of the orca. So I wanted to
okay.
I wanted to surprise the orca.
I'm sorry.
He's gonna yell out.
I got called away real fast. I had laundry that I had to change, and it was one of those situations like, get your laundry out.
Hey, Titus. Reginald.
You just see me take the cork off the tanker, just
Roll me a
Yeah,
constitution.
we'll come right over. He's just drinking.
Roll me a constitution for that drink, by the way.
huh? It's a pint.
Yep, but it is also questionable drink.
I got a +7. I think I'll be good. Yeah, 18 + 7, 25.
Okay, cool. It is very hot, but you're used to just chugging random stuff.
Well,
Ah.
Ezekiel, I'm glad you're here too. I have something that I wanted to discuss with as many folks as possible.
Yeah. Well, before that, Titus, Crab Legs over here
yeah.
said you're weaker than whale shit.
Joke's on you.
I look over.
Joke's on you. I'm not a crab.
I look at him. Da? Did you
Ah.
say this?
Nah.
No.
I think your friend's trying to pick a fight on my behalf because I was dancing to his tummy music and he was getting shitty.
What was that?
Do you really want to be used as a prop to fight other people's battles?
I look down at him. No, but I bet I can make your death slow and painful. And I'd like to do an intimidation check.
Roll me intimidation,
Damn.
please.
I'll put $10, 10 gold on that.
That's a dirty 20. 15 + 5.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
He swims away quickly.
What the fuck was that?
Well,
Was it the fish with legs? I don't know what the hell I just scared off. What did you do? Did I do something stupid? Or is that good?
Oh,
No,
he
I
said
don't
that
think
you're weaker than whale shit.
Just as an aside,
I don't think-
Carla, are you coming down at this point?
Yes, Kala
Okay,
is coming down.
You will have watched Titus seemingly intimidate for no reason a random spindly thing that looks like a collection of sticks stuck together, and hear the ensuing conversation. I will be right back. I need a band-aid. I've accidentally cut my finger.
Oh,
Sure.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know what
Well,
I just got off of, what it was for, but I hope I don't see it again.
It's for a good cause.
I'm pretty sure Ezekiel, you called it breakfast earlier. Did you just let your breakfast get away?
No, I mean the kids got their breakfast and they they didn't deserve it. But
Would you actually have eaten that?
No.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I would have eaten him.
It's not. It was not on my menu. That's all. It's fine. I'm really excited to see you all because well, at the end of the night, something. I guess the best way to say it is something really weird happened, and not my normal kind of really weird. This is a different kind of really weird.
Like your kids finding your posters of the mother that they didn't think they had.
I would classify that as awkward, maybe not weird. That's a little more awkward, and then if I had to take a description of it. But no, in terms of weird, there was this there was this random fish who was just at a table that I said hello to. That they were remember that shopkeep's alter ego, like the shopkeep we met who was a bit of a dick to you and me too. He was Not him.
Yeah.
Not them.
Yeah, I mean, he seemed the same to me, but yeah.
No. I mean, when I talked to him, something indicated, something like said it took over him, that it was speaking for him, much like using his brain like some fishy, ugly, terrible merchant puppet.
I didn't quite grasp, that from the situation, but sure, let's just go continue.
Well, I was the only one there for this. It was different than when he was just being, some, terrible person. It really wasn't the same that way. So it was different. Like, I do think that something else was actually talking through him or something.
As you discuss this, seemingly materializing out of nothing, the snail bartender appears next to your table area seating arrangement and provides you all with a plate of food and a cup, glass, tankard of drink, and moves away again.
Oh, appreciate it, snail friend.
Yes. Enjoy your food and or drink.
I will shake the tankard of questionable liquid in their general direction. But yeah, they were what's the best way to put it? They were saying that basically they had something to do with how my father got his markings and things, but also that they were watching everything and that we were all probably going to die. The standard dribble.
Well, I do think that everybody does die at some point. Did they give like a timetable?
No, they can never be helpful like that. You probably that would have been a much more helpful use of their time if they would have.
You know what else would be a helpful use of your time?
What?
Allowing me to take Ezekiel away from whatever this is. As you look up to the voice that is now talking, Clarissa's standing nearby to your table.
Oh, mommy!
What?
Old mommy.
Old mommy?
She's gonna reach into the park. Old mommy's here!
What exactly have you been telling them, Ezekiel?
Hee. She disappears to the pouch.
Look, I ain't done said anything to them. They found this, and he puts out the poster, like stack of posters that he had put up a long time ago that are very poorly drawn. They found this, and then they started making new ones all over other things. I had to clean that up this morning. And I don't know what the old mom and new mom is.
There's a new mum. So I was right about you and your friend.
I don't know. And he just starts to drink more of whatever's in the vase.
Sitting next to the person.
Carla, you're sitting with this group, aren't you?
No, she had just come down the stairs, so I think she floated over to the bar.
Okay, cool. Clarissa looks over and looks back and kind of surveys the group. What exactly are you doing here?
He looks over to Reginald. What are we actually doing here again?
Well, we were transported here through the sky to then go on to the chasm of the world, the tear.
Yeah, that what he said.
Seam, that's the one I'm looking for, the seam.
Yeah.
Then what are you doing here? As in this place.
Breakfast.
He looks at Reginald again.
Breakfast. I'm holding the mug and I'm motioning with the mug. Would you like it? It's food.
You do know how he makes the drink, right?
No.
Oh.
I don't think I want to, honestly enough.
Yeah, I wouldn't be consuming that. Anyway, Ezekiel,
Yeah.
I'm taking Steve.
Okay.
And I'm setting Steve up with a sending stone with one of your other children. Which one is the most
Not okay.
Which one of them is the most responsible?
Yeah, that's gonna be none of them.
Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast.
Fantastic. And you are?
I'm Zeke Jr.
Fantastic. Zeke Jr.
I come fully out with my full human body now that she can see.
Zeke Jr. isn't fully human. He
I
does.
thought Zeke Jr. was
No,
the fully human one.
Steve is the fully human.
No, that's Steve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Zeke Jr.
So
I think has a foot somewhere, but otherwise is a seahorse.
If Zeke Jr. has a foot, I would like where the back end of where my tail would be to just be 2 little feet.
Yeah, sure.
Yay.
So Ezekiel doesn't actually have Steve.
No, he doesn't, but it is with your party, and for purposes' sake, I will say that he probably came back to you during the night for snooze times.
Okay.
Unless you want to send her on a goose chase, that's up to you.
I'm actually just going off of what Pocket said, that she was just keeping him.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. It is your hordling though, so you can decide if he goes with Clarissa. So I will be setting that up, and the sending stone will be with you in the next 2 hours. Is there anything else you need from me?
What exactly is the sending stone for?
It's so I can keep track of you all, that you don't go missing for another however many years.
That'd been useful if you'd give me one of those the first time.
The first time was a one-night stand, and you didn't have my children.
Yeah, but look what happened after.
There was no intention of anything happening after.
I mean, well, yeah. I've been saying, might be something that people start doing. What do you think about that, Reginald? If you were to get with somebody, give them a sending stone, just to, make sure that, if anything happened, they get back with you.
Well,
also, what's a sending stone?
Reggie's not sure whether or not to be like have pity here or be silly in this moment. He's trying to contemplate here. Well, you would give a sending stone maybe more so to someone who is important to you. But and this is I'll side him a little bit. Said, don't know she'd do that, fella.
Yeah, but what does it do?
Oh, it's messaging. It's back and forth. It's tracking and in some of the more interesting cases, sending people and objects and things.
These would just be communication and tracking. I'm not spending the extra gold for teleportation purposes.
You mean to say that this is like a magical thing to where it could just happen like instantaneously?
It's like what's the best way to put it? It's like you getting her number, I guess.
What does that mean? I've never heard of the what number?
Well, digits, numbers, addresses, maiden names, all those sorts of things.
We weren't really at
Man,
maiden name acquaintances either.
Well, you are
Are
probably
these sending-
now at this point.
are these sending stones like, common?
Somewhat, but they cost money. I happen to have someone who has some anyway.
Oh, how much they cost?
An amount of money. I'm not asking you to pay for them.
No, that's not what I'm asking. I'm just curious how much they cost. Like if I could get some for other people.
I mean, if you go and find a merchant, their prices will be variable. Find a mage. I'm not
Is
a
it like-
catalog.
Is it like less than 100 gold?
I don't know. My friend is giving them to me.
Oh, they're giving them out.
No! I have a friend who has a set who doesn't need them, and they're giving them to me because I need them, because a one-night stand I had several years ago has had my children, and I need to make sure that my children don't die.
Well, they haven't died yet.
Oh, mommy does care.
Whoever told you I didn't, child?
Oh, no, you weren't here.
I didn't know I was supposed to be. I wasn't told.
That one's got a point. You really weren't here. That's kind of what their whole viewpoint is.
Did you tell them that I was intentionally uninvolved?
No, you just
No.
didn't see the really cool looking flyers.
Sweetheart, do I look anything like the drawings your father did?
No.
Then,
Bless you.
thank you. There is no way of me knowing that that stick figure was me,
Oh,
or what
Daddy,
I would have been summoned
Daddy.
for.
why didn't you draw it better?
But we had this conversation last night. I ain't doing it again.
Ezekiel, would you mind rolling an insight for me?
Yep. That's decent, I think. That's a 24. That's more than decent.
Something in the way that she says there was no way of knowing that was for me suggests to you that she saw them and she didn't just leave a drawing. Like, you wrote her name on them, or at least what you do with her name. So something about that makes it seem like she's not telling you everything.
Fair enough. All right, so I mean, so you got this thin and stone. You have it. You say it's coming in a couple hours.
Yes, they're finishing the adjustments so that there's tracking on it as well.
All right. Well, I don't really know where Steve is at the moment. One of our group has him.
That's fine. Which room are they in?
I don't know.
She-
Probably like the darkest, scariest room you could find.
Fantastic. She looks at the rest of the group. Do any of you... Carla, was it? And she calls over to, like, grab your attention as well. Do you know where your other party member is?
I can't say that I do at the moment. She's possibly still asleep.
If you all are attempting to go to the World Scene, I would suggest keeping a better hold on your companions. I shall be back. And she swims away to have a look through the rooms.
Reginald, how much them sending stones actually cost?
I don't know. I don't necessarily buy them per se when I happen to have one. It's just they're reasonable. They're reasonable if you know somebody, magic wise.
So what you're saying is you could acquire them for free.
Well, a complex answer to that question. we could
Maybe
we
like a
could work
finder's
it.
fee.
Well, if we happen to, well, finding is a great way to put it. If you happen to if we happen to realize there are some out there, we will try to help us obtain them, maybe. Just taking must have to do a few things in consideration then, though.
Just as an aside, sending stones generally cost somewhere between 300 to 500 gold. Would you like more food or drink?
I'm
I'm good. You good? I'm good.
Man, 300 to 500 gold. I've spent more than that sending messages to Dad just from the freaking Hermit Express.
Well,
A lot
again,
of the hermits upon the Hermit Express get eaten. It is a security fee that you pay that much.
Oh, why don't they tell you that in the contracts?
Because they do in the contracts, they just don't advertise that when you're buying. This is why people don't read contracts. Have you ever read the terms and conditions?
Yeah,
Have you?
I read all of them. I do.
Well then,
I wish that I'd had a contract with the one that just left now. That'd have been great to have before all this happened.
sorry to intrude, but now I'm curious, what kind of contract do you think you would have had with Clarissa? She is, hard to... I'm not sure what the word is. Hire.
Hard to hire. Thought she's a
Yes.
doctor. And she get paid by like a, medical team.
Well, that's for her doctoring services, yes. What is it that you were wanting a contract for? She doesn't do contracts for the medical bit.
What does she do contracts for?
You don't... No. Okay, no, none of my business. Bye.
Hey, hold on. What does she do? All I know is that she's a doctor and, help make these kids. It's about it.
Oh!
And health insurance, you said.
Sorry.
Oh, shit. Forgot about the health insurance.
Were you looking for a sexual contract with her? She doesn't do those. That's not her.
Look,
she's no.
I'm talking about like a contract, of the aftermath of what could have happened through sexual encounter. But that's not the point I'm getting at. Now, what does she do with contracts in general?
Hang on, just quickly. Do you think people who have sex regularly sign contracts about the potential of what comes after sex? Do you think that's like a thing?
I think it might be smart that they do. No, I never heard of it.
Hindsight is 20/20, I suppose.
Well, it's 34.
What?
34 kids. Hindsight is 34.
You're 33 now.
Yeah, I don't know about that yet. But anyway, what does this contract do? Come on, give me some information. If you gotta pay you for it, whatever. Just give me. He slides over a silver.
Sorry,
Tell me something.
Your room fee cost a gold, and you think information is going to be bought with a silver?
Did I pay too much? I mean,
no, I'm not cheap. You're asking for information.
Silver out there.
What?
He puts a second silver out there.
I'm going to take this silver, and I'm going to walk away. For this silver is an insult to my informational abilities.
This is a snail, right?
This is the snail bartender.
So you're taking my money, stealing it.
I'm not stealing it because you are aware of what is happening.
Just because I'm aware that
point of order. I don't believe that's how that works.
I can be aware of you stealing something and it's still stealing.
You're in my bar. You're asking for information from the person that hears all in a bar, and you've already paid me 1 gold for room services. And you think 2 silver is enough for the potential of all things that happen in my bar. You're in a shady part of town. There's going to be lots of secrets. I could
I'm
give
just
the
looking
plot
for a
to
single
a full
question.
story to an adventurer in like a book or something. The bartenders are the most informationally people.
How many people were in the bar?
It's a lot of people have filtered out at this point because it is like starting to get into the day, but there are still some people around. He's not talking loudly. This is like a general conversation. I just don't have the greatest volume control.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the 2 people that Reginald had talked to the night before.
Oh, the fish.
Yeah.
Roll me an investigation, and also, did you see them at any point before? So would you know who you're looking for?
He did. He
Okay.
did see them. You said investigation?
I was sitting with them for a while, so you
Yeah.
probably had to have seen him during
Yeah.
that whole really, really awkward stage.
It's 19.
Yeah. You see one of them, who seems to be a fairly cheery fellow, sitting about getting his belongings together, about to leave.
All right, hey, what's your most expensive alcoholic drink?
The vibes of life is 10 platinum.
All right, what's like your medium-ish most expensive drink?
The vibes of adequacy is about 5 gold.
He puts 5 gold up in the air and he's like, "Hey, you." And he points over to the guy that he saw. "I'll buy you a drink. This 5 gold right here for this drink if you answer a question for me."
Yeah? What? Sorry, I'm trying to remember what voice it did. Yeah, what do you want?
Yeah,
What do you want
Clarissa
to know?
apparently does contracts. What does she do?
Oh, you want to know
Not
about Clarissa?
Medical.
My Ezekiel. I feel like you should just ask Clarissa.
Well, I got 5 gold here that's asking you.
Yeah, right. He swims over and takes the 5 gold. She's a mercenary for one of the biggest guilds in this area. She's also their doctor, but mostly a mercenary.
So she's a mercenary first and then a doctor second.
Well, yes, but the doctor is the day job. She does the doctoring more, but the mercenary work comes first.
So she hurts people and then kills them. That is a odd tribute.
Well, she doesn't do the hurting bit. That's someone else in the guild, but like she does the healing bit when needed, and also the information collection when needed.
I wonder which one her PhD's in.
The doctoring. They don't do PhDs in mercenary work.
No, it's more of an associate's program. But I do appreciate the information that you share.
Yeah, that's cool. You could have just given me the 5 gold and I would have told you that.
Yeah, but you're being freaking difficult. So I already seen him before. Well, you suck.
Well, fuck you then. You're not getting any more drink or food.
Well, it's probably good for my stomach. I'm not feeling too great after that drink.
Roll me an insight check.
He's gonna motion to the young fish before he leaves.
I'm about to
drink
try. What was that?
1.
Okay. Reg, can you roll me an insight as well? Because I want to tell someone this.
18.
You notice as he swims away for the first time that there seems to be like a little bag following his tail, collecting all the slime.
The one who
The
I
snail?
made friends with, right?
The
Oh,
snail.
the snail.
As he walks away, there is a tiny little thing collecting the slime that he would be leaving behind as he walks away. Do that.
I
I
look
was
at that.
confused too.
Do
I look at my drink.
I thought the little fish had a
I look at
colostomy
that.
bag.
I look at my drink. Just like, I'm full.
Enjoy and use that knowledge as you will. He might just be cleaning up after himself. You don't know.
Well, I'm still going. I'd like to get in touch with the fish who we just handed the drink
he's-
to the adequate
He's
drink.
still there, yeah. Well, you handed him 5 gold for the adequate drink. But yes, he's there.
Well, fair enough. So, it was great. It was great catching up last night, and I put a big old chunky arm around Ezekiel, and we've had some more fun conversations today, haven't we, Ezekiel? And just I nudge him a bit.
Yeah, it's been better today than yesterday.
Did I speak to you yesterday?
Oh yes, we hung out while he was getting he was having fun with Clarissa. We were sitting at the table together.
Oh no,
That happened 3 years ago.
This isn't that fish. This fish. Oh, hang on. Are these one of the gossip people? I thought you were talking about the guy that was possessed. That was me misinterpreting who you were talking about. We can retcon it and say it was one of the gossips. That's fine.
That's who I thought it was.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That was me misunderstanding who you were asking about. It is now one of the gossips. That's fine.
Yes, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for one of the gossips. I thought.
You had a second time with Clarissa?
I only had one time with Carissa.
But he had a second, let's say, really interesting conversation today. But we will have to catch up on that. Are you headed off anywhere to maybe make some connections this morning?
Yeah, I mean, I have to go to a meeting, but
Is it a meeting that I would be interested in?
yeah, probably.
All right.
I'm not sure if all of you. I'm not sure if you would be allowed. But we can try if you want. I will take you guys with me for how many of you want to come? And he looks over to Titus Reeves, looks over at Carla. Are all of you coming?
I think so.
I'm going.
I would stay behind. You have fun. I need to reconnect with my group. The meeting was not for me today.
Oh, dandy. Yes, we'll all go. Great. Yes, so there's 4 of us.
Okay, so let's go with a gold apiece and a gold for good luck.
Well, I think we can swing that. Can you all swing that?
Can you all swing a gold?
Can you just take it out of the 5 I already gave you?
No, because that was for the information for Clarissa's info.
Shit. He'll throw another gold out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is everyone putting a gold in?
Joel.
Cool.
I only have 5, but I guess I will go one. That being
I only have
Hooray!
24 gold.
now.
Because none of you have access to your banks right now, where most of you would have more money because you're on the run. So,
We're on the lam.
cool.
Banks are a thing?
Yes, fish banks are a thing.
Oh.
Why do you think I want to steal from the sea spider?
I will be back. You guys sit tight. I'm just gonna go get someone else to make sure that I don't get in trouble.
I'm gonna say word in thieves' cant.
Mhm.
Whatever the phrase for word.
He responds in thieves' cant with, "If I'm gonna get in trouble, I'm gonna get in trouble with someone else, so it's not all on me. I'll be right back." And he swims away. You are basically the only ones left in the tavern at the moment. what are y'all doing? Carla, now that this has happened, you've seen Clarissa exit to go find Steve. How are you feeling? What are you doing? You've also heard the kids refer to you as Numa.
I think she's just kind of putting that on the side burner for now because the voice of the unknown told her not to get distracted with things coming up. So she's wondering if this is the distraction, and if so, how long it's going to last. So she's just kind of listening and trying to absorb everything at the moment, just trying to make heads or tails of what the heck is going on.
Mommy. Your mommy.
Dude,
Oh, hello.
that's what that voice is. Okay.
Your mommy. Hey.
Yes? Which one is this?
It's me, Tyrone.
Hello, Tyrone. How can I help you?
Do the mommy thing.
What's the mommy thing?
I don't know. Never had one.
Oh.
All right. She's going to take Tyrone in her fins, like so. Just gonna go.
Oh.
Is this the mommy thing? I guess this is the mommy thing.
I guess.
How are you doing there?
He's asleep.
Oh,
Falls asleep.
damn, I'm good at this.
In this time, Clarissa has found Vivi has discussed that and has taken Steve. She's also just had a chat. I will say that just for the purpose of this episode, Vivi's with you guys doing stuff, but is NPC, well, not NPC, but AFK'd at the moment. So the assumption is that she's with you when she needs to be. And when you're having private conversations, obviously not there. So she will be there as you guys go as well. Clarissa does come back out. The gossip has probably left before coming back out. I should probably know you all, since I will be a part of your lives for the foreseeable future, even if it is
Great
just
to
over
know you
Messenger.
too.
Reginald.
I'm
Well,
Zeke.
I wasn't talking to you.
I'm going to hoof palm right now with my after he said that.
I was clearly talking to your friend whose name is Reginald, is it not?
It is it? Yes, it is. I just we learned just a little bit about you for a moment there. We hear that you're awful busy, I guess is the good way to put it.
Yes, being a doctor does fill up one's days.
Yes, sure it does.
Which one did you talk to?
I don't think that's important.
It was Keith.
It was a snail.
The snail... The snail is not a worry to me. It was definitely Keith. He is going to need to have a chat too. Anyway, is there anything else you need from me? I will probably be around if I need to be contacted, but right now, do you need anything?
Well,
I don't really think so. I think we're about to leave. How's that
Well,
Sending Stone thing coming?
I don't
What?
know. I've been in the back rooms looking for your friend. I haven't spoken to my friend in the past 10 minutes while I've been gone. It'll come later today.
let's not get hasty. There's we know a little bit more now. How much do you know about what is happening out there?
You'll have to be more specific. There is quite a lot of things happening out there.
The rulers of the seas are missing. What seems to be happening out there?
I cannot tell you. Not because I don't know, but because you're you.
Working very hard not to take that as an insult at the moment.
Not you specifically.
What if he
Reggie.
was someone else?
Not you specifically, Reggie. Your entire group. You're you. And therefore, you cannot have all of the information.
That is most unacceptable.
Things will become clearer with time. But know that you are being looked after as much as is possible.
Bully. But there are
How much-
family.
Speaking of, how much do you know of you?
What do you? I know a tremendous amount about me. I am me. What do you mean?
I probably shouldn't be asking you this in front of your friends. I don't know how close you all are yet. Would you all mind if I took Reginald to the side for a moment?
Sure.
I'm not going to. Why the laugh? He's not even the one that I've had sex with.
Okay, that's all right. I will leave that. That is not why I
Shame.
will go for a walk for you.
Yes, we're
Okay,
going to
sure.
have the fish and the flounder talk with the children sooner than expected.
She, with no protests, moves away from the group to talk to you specifically, Reginald. To be clear,
Can I stealth a child?
You can try. Roll me a stealth. Reginald, she starts the sentence with, just to be clear, I do understand thieves can't, I do not speak it, I will not be communicating with you, us.
I also would be watching after I walk away, so it's not just rolling against you. It's rolling. It's Zeke rolling against me too.
Okay, cool. Tell us what you roll when you roll it.
Yeah, I got a 23.
Damn.
Got a 1 plus a 1 for a 2.
And I got a 3 plus my stuff. So no, we do not notice. Which child are you sending just for fun of it?
Oh, I was gonna say Tyrone, but Tyrone's asleep. It's
Zeke
Jimothy.
Jr.
Gimothy?
Oh no, let's do Zeke Jr. Sure.
Okay, Daddy, whatever you
Okay, the creepy warlock child goes with Reginald.
Voices have
I
been
get
waived.
over, and you hear in your head, Zeke. It's just
Dad, I'm in position.
because I have message.
Oh, what do you want me to do? You can reply to me.
Reginald, I understand that you are part of the Porcia family. However, you are of another family.
I don't know what you're not talking about anything. What do you mean?
I'm going to assume by your tone that you know what I'm talking about, but for conversation's sake, nothing. You're part of the Porcia family. Good.
They're very important right now.
do not forget, with familial ties, or what familial ties you have.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I have to save my family. And it seems a lot like you're more in the way than in the wind beneath my gills.
I, personally, am a problem for your group because of my attachment to it. I understand that. However, there are other people that I know that would gladly create tsunamis to push you further towards your goal. We can't do that, unfortunately, but we would.
Well, between who can and who can't, we'll have to find a way to get there ourselves anyway. I guess nothing has changed.
When does it ever? The waves continue rolling on as they do.
Fair enough.
As a little bit of helpful information, if you want to deem it that, your mother is back. She is not marked, but she is alive.
And my brother?
Still missing. We don't entirely know why your mother was released, because obviously all of the other people that have come back have been marked. It doesn't make sense, but we're working on it.
Well, if you get that sending stone within any feet of her, it is worth a conversation.
I'll see if I can get a direct message sent to you, but the sending stone is staying with me for whatever reason that may be. Anyway,
I think you know what we. Let's not beat around the bush here. We can talk all day about the things you can and can't tell me, but those are your children. So
no. I understand that they're my children, but the sending stone is staying with me because of other reasons.
I sense more of that the more things you say about us. But I will tell you then that if you left it with one of the children, that it's probably a good idea that one knows who to give that stone to and when.
Don't worry, that will not be a problem. I would ask that the only reason that the rest of the group thinks that stone is with me is because of my connection to Ezekiel. They need not know that I have more of a hand to play.
Well, currently the only hand you have to play is just random questions and subterfuge, which again, guess that's where we live now.
Okay. Reginald, ask me one question. One question and I will answer it to the best of my abilities. Straight.
Reginald's thinking rather hard at this point. Mm-hmm. He's got a lot on his mind with how this goes. He's going to make a choice. How do the clams look today?
What?
Perfect. All I needed to know.
You had an opportunity. Have a good day. And I'm sure I will see you again. She swims back to where Ezekiel is. Health insurance will be provided for the children.
I live in a fantasy world of underwater that we have health insurance, yet also the primal savagery of my barbarian clan on the outer skirts of this place. Like,
I will
What a
say,
world we live in.
I will say
He
that
was gonna eat a guy.
he was gonna straight eat a guy. I will say that the concept of health insurance is not a widespread one. It is specifically because she's a doctor, and he was like, health insurance. It would not be a thing if you guys did not make it canon. You have the power to make whatever the fuck you want canon. Use that power wisely. If there's anything else you need from me, now would be the time to ask.
I mean, you're giving me a sending stone, so I mean,
I'm giving.
think it'd be all right.
I'm giving one of our sons a sending stone. That is not your.
I still really think that's a bad idea.
No, we'll be able to get in touch anytime we need to now. You'll be able to make these calls more of a regular thing for you all.
I won't be
No, I
answering
get that.
if I get a call every other day.
I mean, we've been all right for 2 years. I don't think you need it every day.
Well, more regularly
But
than 2 years is probably a good idea.
Well, yeah. I just don't. I don't think any of them are responsible enough to hold on to it.
Well, one of them has magic now, so I guess they're responsible enough for that.
Look, that one. You know what, Callie? You still ain't told me exactly what happened with that.
Clarissa
I'm
looks
sure I
over
didn't.
at
What you're talking
Carla,
about?
who is cuddling one of her children. I presume your new mum.
I suppose so. Young Tyrone here just swam up, called me new mom, and told me to do the mom thing. I can only assume I'm doing it correctly because the little bugger is still asleep.
I wish
and-
you the best.
Thank you. I'm going to.
The fact of this scene right now is that Carla is not even trying, and she's in the mind of what I would assume would be the other mother, would be like, she's not even fucking trying, and my kids like her more than me. What the fuck?
Well, this
Granted,
mother...
we've had
Yeah.
a little bit of time together, a little bit of time. It's like impressionable already. It's funny as hell.
I wish you all the best. I'm glad that there is... She looks around the rest of the group. Somewhat responsible influences here.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, same that. So do I.
Zeke.
I did a pretty good job.
One
What?
of your children is a warlock, and you do not even know how.
Look, he was sleeping with Calla, and all I know is that the next thing is he comes in, he's got his green eye.
Anyway, myself and Steve will be off. You all...
Can I say goodbye to him?
You literally disowned him the other day when I was asking about him, and you want to say bye now?
I mean, yeah.
Alright. She ushers Steve over. He's... now, normally he just exists as a tiny human. He's wearing a little suit. You don't know where that's come from, but he's wearing a little suit now.
He wants to whisper to him
Mm-hmm.
if he can.
You can certainly try. What are you whispering, and I will make you roll.
So he's going to whisper to him, but he's going to be sending a message to him at the same time.
Okay, so what's the whisper first?
The whisper, whether it's heard or not, it's like basically saying, "Hey, you existed in the pouch. Good job for staying alive. Good luck."
Okay, roll me just a straight d20.
That's a 4.
Okay, what is the sending message? Oh, the message.
The sending message is it just says, "Do daddy proud. Don't get caught up in possible lies."
I'm gonna rule the world.
What?
I don't know. Bye. Bye, Daddy. Bye, Daddy. Daddy, bye. Bye, Daddy. Daddy, bye.
And he's gonna do one of those half waves like he really doesn't care and turn around.
Oh, Daddy, bye.
Steve,
Yes.
it was.
New mummy. Old mummy, new mummy. Old new mummy.
You can still call me Kala.
Kinda
And
old new mummy.
if you wish. But have fun. I'll miss you.
Bye, Steve.
Bye. Bye, Kala. I will see you on the morrow.
All right. See you then.
See you, Reginald. Goodbye, Titus. Bye, baby. Bye, baby. And he swims back and sits on Thoris's shoulder and crosses one leg over the other, so he's kind of like he's sitting at a desk. They exit. And Keith, who you now know is the name Keith, comes back in. Hey. So I told some people that you're coming, and Big Boss is no longer coming, but you guys can come. You ready to go?
Fair enough. Fair enough. Sounds like a plan.
Fantastic. With that, I'm going to call a break. We will be back. Go and get some food and some nourishment and some other stuff. And we will be back shortly. I will see you all soon. Bye.
Pause.
And we are back. I don't know what that accent was. We're going with it. So you all have had your conversations. Is there anything that you guys want to discuss before the meeting that you're going to? Just very quickly.
Well, just so you know, we're going to a place where don't don't be persuaded by some of the things you see that might be taking place, or some of the conversations that are taking place. It's all in good business is a good way to put it.
All right.
He's gonna want to ask his son what was said.
Oh, yep. Zeke Jr. Would you like
Don't
to...
have to RP that, but
Well, I'm gonna get Titus / Zeke Jr. just to relay a quick synopsis, just so we know exactly what information you would have got.
okay.
I tell Daddy everything I heard.
Roll me a d20.
$13.
13. From the way that Zeke Jr. described it, Clarissa was inquiring after Reggie's family, and offered him the chance to ask any question, and he asked about clams. Other than that, you can definitely tell she's been basically Zeke's like, she's definitely a scary mercenary kind of vibe, and he loves it. Because he's now a scary warlock. But...
Is Zeke a scary warlock?
No, Zeke Jr., sorry.
Oh, okay.
Your child is super into that sort of thing.
I was really confused. I was like, my patron's so chill.
Your patron is the most chill. Your patron is chill. As in,
Mm-hmm.
capital C, chill.
Chill incarnate.
I will
Hello.
say, because it's a 13, you think that her inquiring after his family is the family pursuit. There's no suggestion of any subterfuge information that you get from his description. I 13. There's more than one reason that she's also giving you guys a sending stone, but you don't know what that is. Now, Titus hasn't had anything spooky to him yet, other than his dream. Carla's pretty much covered it. She's holding a sleeping child. Ezekiel's checked in with his kid. Reggie, did you want to continue telling them about the spooky happenings, or had you covered everything you needed to?
I think I covered it. It's just some weird disembodied voice that seemed rather creepy.
As an aside, when he tells you that, Carla, do you mention the weird disembodied voice that you heard? Not your patron, but feel free to, well, your potential patron, but feel free to mention that as well. I was more referring to someone agreeing with you and Vivi that it had been a tough couple of days, and seemingly the voice coming from nowhere.
Oh, yes. Well, Zeke, you did mention earlier that I hadn't really told you what happened when your son became a warlock. Basically, we were asleep, and then a creepy voice from the corner of the darkened room showed up and said, I am unknown. I am becoming known thanks to these intruders. I want you to get rid of them. And if you will, I will give you information. And thinking this a good deal, I looked over the contract very carefully and signed it. And then your son was interested in the spooky voice, and I said, no. Zeke Jr., no. You're not allowed to do that without your parents' consent, so go talk to your father. Apparently, he decided to be a little boy and not do that. So now apparently he has a warlock contract. That's basically the sum of it.
Contracts with children may not be legally binding, but they are magically binding.
Triwizard
They're
Tournament rules.
magically delicious. Isn't that right, Zeke Jr.?
You're muted, hon, if you're trying to do the voice.
Yeah.
No stinker.
I'm not thinking.
A little bit.
No.
Yeah.
It's the fate!
Nick has friends.
What level warlock are you?
It's a good question.
That's a cantrip. I'm only using
How
cantrips.
come he got special glow hands, Papa?
Okay,
You don't want to be like him.
I'm gonna skip over the discussion of the children that the children are having because we will 100% get sidetracked with all of us doing Zeke's kids' voices, and that is for a one shot at another time. You were all taken by Keith and his friend Gareth, to I'm just gonna write that down so I don't forget their names. Keith and Gareth. Keith and Gareth. The two gossips. They take you down many side roads. You're wandering for a good 10 minutes before they walk you down a walkway and then turn around and start walking back up that same walkway. As they do so, the ground lifts and reveals a staircase. You follow them down the staircase, which leads to several more corridors, and then the ground, the roof now, lifts and you are taken up some stairs into a meeting hall of sorts. Keith!
Looks rather
Keith!
fun.
Gareth! Why have you got people here? This is supposed to be a secret meeting! Well, they gave us money. That's not a good reason. I checked with...
Money is the best reason. I don't know. Did we come to the right place?
Well, how much money did you guys pay?
I was good about giving a gold plus a gold for luck.
Okay, so you paid 5 gold. That's not enough gold to... You're lucky this is not the main hall house. You fucking dicks. You see Gareth and Keith look appropriately admonished, but also you kind of get the vibe that, like, they're getting off easy right now. Because this is not the main stage that you guys will be going to. They lead you to a seating area, which is facing a stage. Upon the stage, after a while, I'm gonna roll a d100. 100 to see what creature is standing on the stage.
It could be anything.
Well, it's one of 100 possibilities. 35.
It could be
35,
nearly
35.
anything.
Hey, does someone want to roll me? Actually, no. You see a loggerhead turtle.
Oh, dope.
Come up onto the stage, wheeling what looks like a chalkboard behind him. So,
This is going to be amazing.
Turtle. Chocolate. Hello, everyone, and welcome.
Hello.
No. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 25th meeting of the us, and the turtle gives a wink, for this quarter. Now, please remember, if you bring extras with you, and he looks over to where you guys are now sitting, the big boss will not come and you have to listen to me talking. Do you really want that? Do you really want that?
Yes, because the only thing as Tim can imagine is marriage. Marriage that
really want that.
binds us together.
I'm going for a mix of that and just general uwu.
General ooh.
So, welcome everyone and guests to this meeting today. Just so everyone's aware, these are you guys had a group name? What was your group name?
We have a group name, everyone?
You now have the opportunity to give yourselves a group name, or you'll just be referred to as the original group name that you were given because of the things that are attached to your chest. If you would like to create a group name for yourselves, now is the time.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Well, the night is ruined.
I have one, but it's already copyrighted. I was going to say Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
Where are we trying to get? The World's Edge?
No, the world's seen.
The World Seam? The Seam Walkers? I don't know.
That works for me. I do a lot more walking potentially than some of you. That's okay.
Well, I also have feet and fins, so it's a little bit of both. What do the rest do you have?
Also, anyone watching, if you'd like to make suggestions, I will post them to the group if I see them before they make a decision. But for now, does anyone else have a suggestion other than Seam Walkers? Ezekiel, you look like you're thinking quite hard.
I really am. I'm usually pretty good at come up with stuff like this.
Real hard to try and figure something out.
So we've got...
Maybe put a pin in this.
I think that one makes sense. That's the problem I'm having, is that one makes sense when I'm thinking about it.
I think it makes too much sense. Like, you actually tell people that they're like, "Oh, we know where you're going, and we're gonna follow you."
You guys could be the
Oh, man,
seamstresses.
It's not making sense.
That was
That
Keith.
means I've been a seam walker my whole life.
Yeah.
I am the original seam walker.
I will say that Seam Walker is probably already a name of one of the pods within your group, but it's one of the lesser ones.
Wait. So there's 5 of us.
They'd have no idea it was us.
Yeah.
There's 5 of us, and then there's 33 kids, so 38 now, since one got taken. We could be Hublublub's 38.
I'm down. Also, we do have that little thing on Titus' shoulder, so I guess
39. I don't know. What was the other maid's name? Yeah, Hublublub and
Mulberry.
Mulberry.
Milbury, sorry, not Mulberry. M-I-L.
Milbury's
Milberry.
Milbury's minions.
Oh my god, we're gonna get this fish killed.
This chronically anxious fish has now got an adventuring party named after her.
and you've
We
met
love
like,
her.
twice.
We still love her.
What's my patron's name again?
Churlish, I think.
Hold
Oh,
on.
that's someone else's.
Churlish, yeah. No, I
Churlish?
think that is it. Yeah, it's Churlish. That doesn't. Nah. We
Well,
could do Free League's finest.
since you don't have
Unroyals.
unroyals,
Unroyals. So some non. We shouldn't be leading things, people.
Yeah. He has a point.
Maybe we should table this until Pocket's back.
So
This is
what
true.
we've got so far is Seamwalkers, Hubublubs 39, and Unroyals. And
The Delvers.
the Delvers.
Ooh, that one's not bad.
since you guys seem to just have a blank expression on your faces, we will circle back and come to this at the end of the meeting. So you will need a name by then. So have a thinky poo and see what you come up with.
Thank you.
Otherwise, we will get to today's main points. We have some missions for y'all. And we need people to do them. So get in your groups and we will talk about what the options are today.
You see a little bit of shuffling throughout the room as the turtle gets himself a bit of chalk to start writing up mission details. Takes him a few minutes, but you see listed on the board vent opening repair, caravan robbery, Neebs McFleebs, and Helena of Troden.
So today's missions are as follows. A vent has opened in our loading zones where we store our stuff. And some stuff and things and baddies are coming out of it. We need people to seal the vent. Caravan Wobbly. This is a stealth mission. In 2 days' time, there will be a meeting of the merchants of Mercha, and they will be having a big party, and all of their caravans will be parked in one area. We need to rob them, but they will be under guard. So, stealth. Neebs McFweebs hasn't paid his debts to the big boss, so we get to rob his vault. And you see, as that is said, a couple of groups titter in excitement. You see Keith lean over to you. That guy's vault is so fucking cool. There are so many, like, you could die, but in the coolest fucking way. There's like puzzles and trapdoors, and I think I saw last time I was there doing some repairs and stuff. I'm pretty sure I saw like a swinging axe thing. So fucking cool. And finally, if everyone could settle down, is making connections with Helena of Twoden. This one is in Dwidwius, so it would be a 3-day journey. So you get some travel time, but you get some travel time bonuses, but it is a very important connection. So for those of you that are good at talking to people, that one might be for you. And friends of Keith and Gareth, you are welcome to take one of these jobs, but please know that the pay will be at a 20 rate because you are not officially members of the guild. Except for you, I do not know your name. Man with bowler hat.
That'll do for today.
You will be paid at senior 20 weight, so a little bit more than your friends, just because you are an associate of the guild.
Okay. Great. Glad to think these things move between new places.
Yeah.
Of
We have a union. People are gonna get
course
their
you do.
weights. Yeah.
That, of course you do. That's how we get health insurance.
Yeah.
So,
Mercenary guilds of
Damn.
the passage.
MetLife, I know. Let's see. Let's see. Let me confer with my companions here, and let's see if we can come up with which one we'd like to put in for.
Absolutely. And if you want any further details on any of them, I'm happy to give them. For now, I will just be patrolling the groups to see what discussions we might be having to see if anyone's better for one or the other. Alright, have fun. And he kind of turns away to start moving between the groups to have a chat to everyone.
Do you see all the interesting things we could do while we're here? And we need we need to mark some of the time with some of the money before we can get to the seam. So if we pick a quick thing to do here, get paid, and then head off to the seam, I think we would be in really positive place.
You say positive, but I notice the things that we're asked to do are, well, one of them is robbing a caravan, and I generally think robbing caravan puts one in a negative light.
Oh, it wasn't a caravan, it was a car park of caravans. It's a it's a merchant's meeting. We're robbing all of the merchants.
Even better. We get on the bad sides of all the merchants, not just the ones that you steal treats from.
But that's why it's a stealth mission, so we don't.
The idea would be that we wouldn't get caught. No one would be seen, and it'd be fine. And this is just a cycle in the economy, especially out here where there's not as much oversight by folks like ourselves, and we have to respect the idea of how customs and things are done here as well.
So, just for some extra notes for you all, the vent opening is a mission to be done as soon as possible. The suggestion is that it's a microcosm of the world seam. It won't go as deep, but it is kind of similar thing that it's just letting things out. They want it sealed as soon as possible because it's where their merchandise is. The caravan robbery will be happening in 2 days' time, so you will have 2 days of waiting before you can do that one. Breaking into the vault of Neebs McPhoebs can be done as soon as you guys want to do. Obviously, they're giving the you guys will probably need a game plan for that one, so they're happy for you to take some time, as long as you want to break in, like do a plan up and everything. Making a connection with Helena of Troden. You will be off path for this one because it is a 3-day trip to Doridrius to meet her, make the connection, and then 3 days back. Although, if you go from Doridrius to the world scene, it'll probably take you the same amount of time to get there from where you are now. It's just you won't get paid if you don't go back and collect the money.
So honestly, of the 4 options, the seam seems to be the quickest bet. I also don't know how to repair vents. Do you?
I'd hope that there was an instruction person. Ezekiel, are you familiar with any of the cleaning that has vents opening up and things around the reefs that could lend a hand here?
Well, I'm more the type to get rid of the things that do the cleaning.
Oh, I think we're at a bit of a sticky spot then, I think, maybe for this one. But just because we don't know how to seal it up, per se.
Well, I mean, the vault sounds pretty good.
I also think the vault sounds very, very good. Sounds like we definitely would walk away with a lot of stories, per se.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of sounds like that vault knows more ways to kill us than we know how to die.
Oh, this is a great way to put it. I like it.
I actually really love that quote, and I'm gonna write it down somewhere. You guys continue up here.
I'll
Well,
be right back. Sorry.
Okay.
I think the only thing we have to determine is we don't really have. Well, we have some time. At least I feel like I have a little more time now. There's a little more going on. So, if we want to get out to the seam, we just need to make sure we have enough supplies and money. We'll do that. Or if we want to go out with, just this is a way to go out and maybe get a little bit paid. If we go there, we can scope out what the seam is like. If we go, maybe protect their merchandise. You two, and he motions to the gossips.
Mhm.
Do either of you have the ability to see the seam repairing ability or anything like that, or any knowledge?
Generally with the seam things, those missions are... You have to find a new way to do things each time. Each vent rip is different. The ground is different. There's no manual on how to seal them, unfortunately.
Okay.
It's... You arrive, see how bad it is, kill the stuff, cover up the hole, sew it up,
Yeah.
do whatever.
Okay, so
have
kill things and bring a
seen
shovel.
many of rifts come open, and unfortunately, my forces are stretched thin, very thin.
And
12 pods can only go for so long.
And as an aside with you, Titus, when your pods see a seam open, you're not really focused on how to close it again, because there are just so many rifts along the area. It is just making sure nothing comes out, or if it does, you kill it. You're not really a fixer.
Have
You're
there
just
been many rifts that have had things and creatures pop out recently?
recent?
Or when was the last one?
There has been more minor activity, so it's kind of like a bunch of little earthquakes before a big one. You have noticed over the past year or so that the activity around the area has been increasing, but it's not a definite... Nothing big has come out yet to be concerned about. It's just people are on alert.
Been around very long. I had to get back into the voice. I have been around a very long time. Been doing the world team. The runs. Every year. Not anything comes out. As I have seen. Not for a while.
Yeah.
At least heard of.
The last major fight was probably half your lifetime ago, when that was probably the worst one, and that's probably also where you and the chiefess and all of that earned their titles, because something came out that was considered a world-ending one. There, along that path, there are a bunch of littler rifts. What happened is that particular incident opened, like a zipper, found all the little holes and opened it into one big hole and let something out. You did manage to stop that incident, and obviously you gained some notoriety from that. But nothing huge has happened in a while.
If you think that would probably be the best route, it gets us paid, it gets us in the direction we want. I'd say it's a worthwhile endeavor then.
The question really is, like, how much are we getting paid per job? Do you want us to help you, or, like...
Well, if you know these waters really well as well, it's probably not the worst thing if the pay rate is reasonable.
Do you want to summon the turtle over?
Does everyone, we want to go ask how much we get paid, and then to say maybe we go with this one?
Carla,
Which one were you voting for?
The seam
Okay.
ceiling.
Ezekiel, were you voting for the Neebs McFleebs or the same?
He was voting for the vault.
Yep, cool. So Neebs
Neebs.
McFleebs. Titus, were you wanting to do the vent or something else?
Theme.
Same.
I'm familiar with it.
Fair enough. And Reggie, you were tossing up between Neebs McFleebs and.
I want to see how much you both pay.
Yeah, fair enough.
So we're at an equal standstill here.
Yeah.
2 for 2.
Well, yeah. So the turtle comes over. Hello. How may I help you?
How much do each of these 4 jobs set out today pay?
So, making connections with Helena of Twoden allows you travel pay, which is generally your standard weight plus half again. And also all of your meals and stuff are covered as per normal. You then, if the connection is made correctly, as in we get a good connection, you will each get 250 gold as a ambassador, basically. The caravan wobbly depends on the size of the route and whether or not you get found out. If you get found out, we have nothing to do with you. We don't know who you are. Go away. If you don't get found out and you have a small to medium thing, it's generally about 300 per person. If you get a large thing, it's generally about 500 to 1,000 per person, depending on how much riches you bring in. The same with Neebs McFleebs, though with that one, you also do get $100 for danger free, because it is dangerous. And the event opening, again, because it is protecting our merchandise, you do get a protector's fee, which again is the 100 gold. And depending on the severity of the seam whip, it can be anywhere from 300 to 700 gold.
Well, I think if the seam pays that well, and we'll go this way. And if we come back here, we'll ask about how Neebs McFleebs is doing.
Fantastic. So you guys have selected the vent opening, and we've got about.
I am going to show you all the best spots on the way.
Best spots for what?
Oh, it is good. Best views, best food.
Oh, so where you
areas
guys are
to
going
capture
is still in this area. You're going to their loading zone, so you won't be going past the places that Titus knows. You're not going to the World Scene just yet.
Oh.
You'll be able to do that.
Oh,
once
because
you head
it's
that
a
way.
new scene.
It is a new, yeah. It's
Well,
a new.
either way, it'd be good for one of the pod members to go investigate it at least.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, happy for you to bring along
Because I don't
more
know
people.
I don't know if any other pods may actually be there.
Well, this one is in this guild's merchandise area, so it is a secret location. So no one but guild members will know about this particular seam opening. But if you want to take someone with you, that will cut down how much you guys get paid. Because obviously you need to share the loot amongst people. So for the vent opening, if you successfully close it, all of you will get 100 gold plus 300 to plus a share of 300 to 750 gold, depending on the challenge that is presented by the seam itself. And we'll see how that goes. So, you guys have some time now. People have assigned themselves their messages, and this is basically the wind down of today's session before we head into doing the event next time. Do any of you want to do anything while you're still in the guild area?
Do they have anything for sale here?
Give me an investigation check. And what specifically are you looking for?
That is a 6. Basic weapons.
With a 6, you do see that there is some trading going on in the far corner. You can certainly try and have a chat to them and see if they'll sell you anything, but you don't see anything special going on over there. Titus, are you doing anything while you're in this area now that you've decided that you're going to go do the vent?
The only thing that I would want to try is was I wouldn't be good at persuading, so that's not what I would feel. I only have 4 gold, so I guess I will follow over to see the trader if I see somebody walking over, and I would just put down I have 2 javelins and I put them down. Trade for a potion?
What potion?
Just a regular potion of healing. I have nothing, so I'm just looking for something.
Javelins plus in one interesting piece of information. I'll let you think about that. Carla, are you doing anything in this moment?
I don't think so. She's just kind of sitting there, just trying to think about how this is all coming together. So I think she'll just try and listen to the harmonies around them again.
Fantastic. Just roll me a... Oh, what's your passive perception?
Passive is 15.
So you get the vibes that the song that is created by these people is one of warmth and companionship, but also something darker. Like playing at the left-hand side of the piano, you're playing a really nice, comforting tone, but it has a deeper kind of cadence to it than you're expecting. So there is positivity here, but it is also coming with some somewhat questionable intent. Ezekiel, what are you doing at this table at the merchant? Are you just looking, or are you going to engage with it? You are muted.
Sorry. He's trying to find some sort of melee weapon.
Mm-hmm.
All he has is magic and longbow.
Yeah, he's got a couple of like hand axes and stuff like that. He's clearly not set up like a full shop here. This is just he's brought what he can carry with him to see what he gets.
Does he have a... Ugh. Does he have a rapier?
With a 6, you don't see one.
Okay. Does he... What kind of armor?
A couple of leathers and things like that. Nothing particularly standing out. It seems like he just came with like a rucksack of stuff.
Well, Zeke will pull out... go ahead, Titus.
I was going to say, seeing this, Titus doesn't have any information that he would necessarily have, so I guess we don't have to. You looking for a weapon? You need javelin?
Not really a javelin, but like, something sharp and
I
pointy,
have
but you know, something move
javelin. I
quick.
have Willoka here. It's your friend. You take. I don't know if you can, but a Walialka, WKLWA, is a I think it's a martial weapon. I don't know if you can use those, but it's a 1d8 plus whatever your mod would be. It's a sword. So basically, I don't know if you've seen the long wooden handles that are about a foot long with about the half-foot long blade at the end of it. That's what a Waielka would be. It's not like a staff or a spear with it or anything, but it's kind of like a long blade on a long handle.
Can it be used dex wise or no?
I'm not sure. Dex is usually for any if it's a part of your weapon category between martial and simple, then yes. Otherwise, it has to be a specific weapon that it tells you, like ranged would be a dex or
Okay.
monk weapons being
So
changed over and stuff like that.
I do have Marshall, so he'll take it, I guess.
Okay. It's YKLWA.
While
Wild-
you're sorting that,
Wildcat.
Reggie, what are you doing?
I want to see if there happens to be a lizard folk in a suit.
Roll,
Just happen to be around.
roll me a perception, please.
All right, it's a +1. We're going to do manual right now. 10.
You do see some lizard folk, but they're not your guy.
Okay. They're all wearing suits.
Some of them are. So they're nicely dressed, but they're not as nicely dressed as the ambassador was.
I meant breathing apparati.
Oh, yes. Yes, they all have their breathing apparatus on.
All of them look like they're made by the same way.
Given that you rolled a 10 on perception and you're not actively going over and investigating their helmets, and that you don't have really all that much experience with these helmets, I'm going to say you don't know.
Okay. Didn't see my lizard folk friend. Well, that's too bad. I'll try to make some ideas. Otherwise, I think I will feel content with the fact that we have a job to do and that my mother is somewhere. Not
Fantastic.
hopefully as much danger.
Fantastic. With that, if no one else has anything to do, I will close out today's session. Next time, we will be starting off with you guys heading towards a vent to close. So come prepared for what that may be. And depending on how you do, we may get a level up. As with everything else, we've pretty much, by the end of today, so it's probably when you leave, or when you're about to leave the hall, a fish does come up to you, Zeke, with a stone in hand.
Where's Zeke Jr.?
I mean, he's somewhere around here. I'm not really sure. What do you got?
I've got the sending stone for him. I was told specifically not to give it to you, but to give it to Zeke Jr.
Well, I'm kind of his parent, so I can kind of choose what he gets and what he doesn't.
Well, then he can just not get it.
No, just give the boy the stone. You need to let these young ones fly free a little bit here.
He's just gonna lose it.
Well, then it's just as bad as if you didn't give it to him at all. Then go ahead.
Well, it's not like I don't want to give it to him. It's just I'd hold on to it for him.
Zeke Jr., are you engaging in this? Because you have been mentioned.
Hi.
Hi. I have a sending stone. You, Zeke Jr.?
Yeah, I'll take it.
He hands you a stone which is about a quarter of Zeke Jr.'s size. So it is quite.
Shit.
He looks at you, grabbing that, and is like, "Hold on 1 second." He tears off a little bit of his shirt and creates a sling for the stone, and then hooks it around Zeke Jr. again.
Backpack, 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 backpack. Yeah.
Based on
Cool.
No one knew the Dora the Explorer.
I did, but I think you should, based on your size, because you now have that in a sling, be able to use that stone as a weapon, commiserate to size.
A weapon of mass destruction.
Daddy, how come I don't get one?
I get one, Papa.
Damn it! You see what you did? Here's
I
another thing I
want a
want to
pretty rock.
avoid.
I wanted a pretty rock. Oh, did I wake you, baby? I'm sorry.
I want a lot of hands.
You want a lot of pans?
Lot
I
of
think he
hands.
said he wanted a lot of
Hands.
pants, but he can't wear pants.
Oh.
Yeah, Steve.
Light up hands.
You shut up there. You shut up there, little man.
I don't shut up unless you shut up.
Hey, he just did that to me. Did you see him do that to me?
I didn't do anything to you, Sarah. You lying.
Is this new fish eatable?
Roll
He
me.
just pushes it.
Roll me an intelligence check.
These problems.
17.
You get the feeling that if you ate this fish, Clarissa would be more mad at you than she already is.
I mean, I don't really say much.
Does it fit in
how
a
big
vase?
is this fish?
The fish
How
would
big
be
is this fish?
the fish would take some time to eat. Probably like you'd have to chew for a bit, and you are standing in a guild hall where other people will see you do that. It's not a one and done thing.
Yeah. Oh no, he's gonna pull the vase out.
The fish is
He's
equal
gonna
size
look
to the
inside
vase. Okay,
No, he's just looking inside the vase.
you don't currently have anything in your vase.
I don't, but he's checking the vase because of
He's checking that.
Zeke Jr. is saying that his mother was back, and the last time someone came back, which was Reginald's dad, he came back in his vase.
There is no one currently in your vase.
He puts the vase away very quickly and looks at Reginald, and then says nothing.
Fair enough. If that is all, we will close out tonight's session. Thank you everyone who has watched and is currently watching. I am Flido Chaos. If you would like to come join the Discord, we've got a Discord. We've also got merch, memberships. I'm going to be commissioning some art for Leagues Underneath soon, which will be purchasable on the shop. We've also got memberships if you want to support the channel. There's one that's for $3 that's just helping out, all the way up to $50 where you get your own one-on-one campaign. I also have a TikTok and some other stuff and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to pass it over to my players to promote their stuff. Let's go with Carla first.
Hello, I'm Neff. I play Kara, and this is little girl who's sleeping on me. Take your adorableness. Yeah, that's all I got. Over to Reggie.
Hi there. I'm Conkleod playing Reggie. You'll find me in the Discord. You'll find me on TikTok and on Twitch. We are getting back on Twitch as we get into old G Fortnite and playing zombies on new Call of Duty. But also, you'll see me on Friday, this week at least, for Evil Summon Ferricuse, my campaign that runs here on the channel on Fridays. And we are excited for a fun week ahead. And I will pass it along to Ezekiel.
I am the lore fairy playing Ezekiel. We are looking to possibly make more merch for the store, which would be cool.
And also has his own
And maybe
physical
even
gaming
put some.
store.
Yes, also have our own physical gaming store, which we sell a lot of dice. So Dice Goblins Unite. Go for it, Titus.
Hello, everyone. I'm the Grey Jedi. I play Titus. I'm also the DM for Planescape Edge of the Void every other Tuesday that alternates this lovely show. Also, if you need a map made, hit me up. I do commissions. As you can see, the type of styling that's in the map area below is this style landmass type deal. So that was love made by Miss Flight while she was here visiting me over in the US. And yeah, it's a really good platform. You should check it out yourselves. And if you need one, hit me up. We also have on I think it's to be decided. We also have Stabby Queen's game, the Nemesis Queen which just had their first episode. Stay tuned for episode 2. To be determined on a date, either Sunday or Friday.
At the
I'm
moment, we'll
not
just say it's
100%
Fridays
sure.
because Fridays is what we know is for now.
That's what we know. I think it's possibly due to
Scheduling.
work scheduling. Yeah, so we'll stay tuned for that. But other than that, that's it. We love y'all. Thank you for coming. Da, 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 da. Good night.
Yes. Thank you all for coming, and we will see you next week for Planescape Edge of the Void, and the week after for us again. Come support the channel. We love you all. We will see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.